Okay, I have a new routine for you today that's actually based on what I believe to be a brand new card principle, which I'll talk about during the tutorial. Okay, so as you can see, I have the ace through king of diamonds and of spades. Okay, so what I need you to do is the spectator, we're going to go ahead and rosette shuffle these two packets. Okay, it's a very messy shuffle, but if I can have you come in here and just bring those two packets together, however they choose to interlace. Okay, now I need you to randomly choose a number between, let's say, 10 and 15. Okay, do you have one? 14. Okay, go ahead and deal off the top 14 cards. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, very good. Now what I'm going to do as the performer is go ahead and take a look at the card that marks where you stop dealing, namely this card right here. That was the last card dealt. So using this card, I'll be able to know everything about these two packets. Okay, so I'm going to just look at this card. Now I won't show you what I'm seeing here. I'll explain all of this in the tutorial. So I take a look at that, put it back on top, and then I'll just ask you, can you go ahead and just mix that packet as much as you would like? And maybe we'll set aside that packet there. So you can come in here and give it a table wash if you'd like, or overhand shuffle or whatever. Okay, and once the cards are sufficiently mixed, go ahead and square them up. Okay, so that final card that you dealt to the table based on your random number has told me that there are exactly 9 red cards in here and 5 black cards. Do you believe that? Well, we'll find out in a minute, but I think I can even tell you more. I predict that in fact the ace through 9 of diamonds are in this packet and the ace through 5 of spades. Okay, so 9 red and 5 black. Let's just check that. So 9 red, there's a black. 9 red and 5 black. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're looking for 9 red, 5 black. There we go. Oh, it's getting close here. I think there's 9 cards there, 4 black. I'm just hoping that this one is black, and it is indeed. And then beyond that, what else did I predict? I claimed that there would be ace through 9 of diamonds, and there is, and ace through 5 of spades, and there is. That is amazing. Okay, so let's talk about this principle. So let me set up the packets again, and then I'll explain this brand new principle and how you can put it to work right away. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through and quickly redo the performance, but show you under the hood as to what's going on. Okay, so if you remember, the first thing that we did was we turned each of these down. Now, I do want to point out, in fact, we can just move this paper now. When you perform a rosette shuffle, which is what I did, or a riffle shuffle, and those are equivalent, the cards in each half maintain their relative order, as we'll see. So the ace being above the 2, being above the 3, and so forth, that's preserved even if you interlace these. The same thing for the diamonds over here, ace through king. Okay, so now one thing I'll suggest that when you go to perform this, and I could have done it, but I didn't want to obscure things further, you could give each of these a false mixing that leaves them alone, like a mange followed by a Klondike will make it look like you're mixing them, but you haven't really changed the order. Okay, but we'll just leave them as they are. And so the first thing we did was we performed a rosette shuffle, and I had you as the spectator bring those together. Okay, now there's a very important property that's preserved. Okay, so here, let me just show you a key property that we're going to use with this new principle. Okay, so if you notice, the diamonds are still in relative order. Now they're spread out, but they're still ace through king. The same is true for the spades. It's still ace through king. Now here is the new principle. If you cut this packet anywhere, so let's say you happen to cut it right there, okay? You cut the packet right there, and if you know 2 pieces of information, you'll know all of the identities of the cards in this cut portion of the packet. Okay, so let's say this is the discarded part. These are the cards we're going to keep. Since I see a 10 of diamonds here, and if I also know the number of cards above the 10 of diamonds, I can know exactly which cards are here. Okay, so for example, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cards here. Okay, so there's 18 cards here. Knowing that together with this 10 of diamonds, I know everything. Okay, so that's the principle. So why is that? Well, since I see a 10 of diamonds here, because the diamonds maintain their relative order, that means the 9 must be here. The 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then ace. So I would know right off that the ace through 10 of diamonds are here. Well, if I know there's 18 cards total, and 10 of them are diamonds, that means the remaining 8 must be spades. And as we can see, they are, starting with the 8 right here. Okay, so that is the principle. If you know how many cards you cut, and you know the identity of the bottom card, and this packet came by way of riffle shuffling 2 identically ordered packets of cards of, let's say, different colors, then you'll know exactly the color composition, how many red, how many black, and even the values of the cards. Okay, so that's the principle. Okay, now that's not what I did, right? I mean, after we did this, I had you choose a random number. Let's say you choose, 14 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Well, remember what dealing does. It reverses the order of the cards. Okay, so really this top card is the 14th card from the packet that I just spread out from the top. So it's like cutting the top 14 cards and then reversing their order. That's all we've done here. Okay, so if I know there's 14 cards, which I do because that's your random number, and then all I need to know is the identity of the top card here, that tells me everything. Because since I see a 5 of spades, I know the 4, 3, 2, and ace of spades are here. So there's 5 spades in here, or in other words, 5 black. And since there's 14 cards total, 14 subtract 5 is 9. So that tells me that there's ace through 9 of diamonds in here, or 9 red cards. Okay? And we can need, and then I guess I should also point out that after you peek this, a very important step to help cover your tracks to some degree is have the spectator randomize these. This is important. It doesn't totally cover your tracks, but it really helps. So you have them randomize them before you reveal, and you can say, well, I believe there are 5 black cards, 9 red cards, and in particular, it's ace through 5 of spades and ace through 9 of diamonds, okay? And then you can just reveal that that's true, okay? So here are the diamonds. We'll just separate them. But can you see that it's important to have them randomize these so that they don't come out in sequential order, which will just help tip off the spectator. So here we go. We have 5 spades as predicted, ace through 5, and we have 9 diamonds as predicted, ace through 9. Okay, so that's a very simplified application, and I hope you enjoy that and encourage you to take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.